Wednesday, June 24th. I'm got my Audra t-shirt on. I love it. How y'all doing? So, I'll just keep talking like I do every damn day. Yesterday, I ventured out. Besides going to the store, I decided yesterday that I would go somewhere. So I went to the Culture House, which is a black-owned business, a bit of a store and a space, a creative space, run by a young hip-hopper named Marcy Yates. Good man, smart young man. I just went down to look in the record shop. Last time I was there, they had a record that I wanted, but they wanted too much for it. And I knew it had been a long time, and I thought to myself, if it's still there, I'll offer them something for it. But it wasn't, it was a while ago. But I happened to go down there while Marcy is being interviewed by local television regarding a racial incident that happened the day before yesterday. There was all the NASCAR stuff about a noose that turned out to be fake. But here in Omaha, there was a noose that was left in a black person's workspace. And it was at a particular business where this black person is about the only black person there. So it was pretty blatant. I spoke like I speak here, very plainly, very clearly. They're asking me what I thought, and I told them, and I didn't soften it down for white people. And what they ended up putting on the news, I'll put a link to it. You can watch the video clip of the news report. They didn't use anything I said. I mean, I'm on there. But the way that they use me and the little bit that they kept shows me what I already know, which is that white America is not ready to face itself. The mainstream white America is not ready for real dialogue. Mainstream white America still dominates and controls the commentary. They want to keep it that way. Especially here in Omaha, it's so very racist. They cannot handle anyone speaking truth to the corruption, racism, and hatred in this town and state. So they didn't use anything I said. You'll see what they used, They try to find the edit. Anyway. Has everything to do with my stance towards everyone, which is you know what you know, I know what I know. No one is coming over here and telling me what I should know or the way things are. Not a one of you. I don't know, but I know what it looks like to me, and that's what I'm going by. So any of you jerks talking about Marxism want to come over here and bug me with that shit again? I don't care if anyone is following Marxist beliefs. I'm not. And explain to me how you have a problem. I'll show you some records, maybe. This is the real me, y'all. This is the real me. Okay. So, did I find anything at the shop there? I did, but unfortunately, the one thing I found was damaged. Damn it. And I looked at it, couldn't see it in the store, but this is warped. Fuck. It plays, but it's got a big old bump. God damn. That is one thing I don't like about used records, especially anymore. You really got to inspect used records these days because people be selling stuff because they binked it or dropped it or some kind of shit. But I've never owned a Manu Dibango album, and he died not that long ago from COVID. So I was like real excited. Oh, really? The Afrovision Dibango album? Really? I found it, really? And I looked at it in the store, and it looked decent. I could not see the warp. No, you don't see the warp until you play it. This is freaking excellent. It's party music, but there's also, like Fela Kuti, Manu Dibango was good at giving you party music, but also subtly putting a message in there as well. Not all of his stuff, but some of it. Fela always had a message. This is really good. So, even though it's dinged at the beginning, I'm real happy with this. They had this down there. They only wanted $3 for it, so I bought it because records that are packaged like this, that's a disservice to the vinyl. This is really hard on the record itself, this plastic. But this is a split released by Russian Circles, and these arms are snakes. And this is not, in my opinion, I'm not necessarily a fan of Russian Circles, but this doesn't strike me as some of their better stuff. Kind of strikes me as some tracks they had laying around and somebody wanted to put them out and they put them out. Russian Circles are good. This is just okay, but like I said, it's only $3. Two more things I got there. I was able to replace my dinged up copy of Oxygene. When this first came out, I bought it. Not that I really liked it that much, but because I was into this. I was into this idea of the expansion of electronic music, popular, and I was just into the idea, so I would buy these records. But I got rid of it a long time ago, consequently replaced it with a used copy. One day I go to play this, because I bought it as a replacement. I don't remember how many years ago. But I went to play the replacement copy of this finally, and it was cracked. So this one was still shrink wrapped in Culture House, the store. So it's almost new. I played a little bit of it. It's pleasant. It is good. And the other thing they had there, which I was real happy to find, is this Rand Blake solo piano on the Improvising Artists Incorporated label. Rand Blake is a jazz pianist. I think he's passed. I'm not sure. Again, very sensitive. He doesn't sound like Bill Evans, but he's like Bill Evans in that he's got a very sensitive approach. It's very thoughtful, very contemplative. This is a good cover for this album. I've got a couple of Rand Blake albums. I have to be in the mood for it, but when I put this on, it was like I got into it right away. It's beautiful. Rand Blake. Rand Blake. Okay. What else right quick? I have more stuff to talk about, but I'll keep this one kind of short today. Like I said, because this is my channel, depending on what you say in the comments, I'll leave it or delete it. I do welcome your comments. I'm not encouraging abuse. There's really no reason at all right now for anyone to be writing anything abusive or unnecessary or abusive to anyone, anywhere. It's going on all the time, but at this point, because of what's going on in the world with COVID and the madness of racism being brought back up under the surface, excuse me, everyone's really showing what they're really made of. And so, show me what you're made of, Are you a decent person, or are you full of shit? We're all full of shit, but some of us know it and we're trying not to be. We try to stay regular. The rest of you folks are just caught up. Okay, I'll talk about this. So if you follow me, you noticed on my Facebook page the last 2 days, I had to unfriend someone that I care about, and I did it publicly because she's a Trumper, and she said some insane shit and left a link on my page regarding her reasons for thinking that Trump is the second coming. And it's just Q madness. You know about Q, right? But anyway, I left it up because long dialogue is still going on. I unfriended her, and then she got a hold of me message, and she was not happy about that. And I told her, listen, I care about you, but I will not stand for this Trump madness, and I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned you think that you're protecting your sweet white life. You've been conned. You can't even see how this so-called act to protect your sweet white life by people like Trump is a complete anathema to me, to my life. It's like crush all dark-skinned people so the white people can continue with their unfair advantage. That's what's up. So if you follow me, you can go and read it. I've left it up. Most people have been decent. I've had a couple folks break down and insult her and stuff. I finally just said this much, that these people do have their heads up their asses. I didn't say it to insult. It's just a very plain way of saying what I see going on. All that's going on in this world, you're blinded by your allegiance to a mad con man criminal? Really? Still? In the wake of all the destruction and all that he has not accomplished, and you're still saying he's the one? To me, that's Antichrist shit. So yeah, leave your comments, and if they make sense, they stay. But I do wonder, you folks that are trying to come to me like, for some reason, because someone read a book on Marxism, that's going to derail or somehow say that it unqualifies this movement as real. That's madness. Come at me again with whatever fucking shit you're thinking. I don't... Makes sense. Okay. What's in store for Dereck today? Nothing. Practice for my show. I really wanted to get my house started on new windows and stuff this year. But even when I went to the Culture House with my mask, I didn't wear it in the interview, but no one was wearing a mask. 22, okay. Let me know how you're doing. Share your thoughts with me. I do read them.